MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's on to Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. What do we need to know about these guys for this evening's matchup on the road, D-Row?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in the car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
First offering on its way. Soft liner to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and he is out at second.
Batting third, center field number 34, Bryce Harper.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 2 home runs so far in this series already, so you know he's feeling really good about himself. You can bet they were talking about him in the pitchers meeting before the game, so their focus is on him, and so is mine.
Jason Hayward is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Really high curveball right there. Struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
The 2-2. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
Batting second, third baseman,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got 2 hits in 16 tries. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, that 2-seam fastball is going to be the be-all, end-all of this game right here. Who's going to execute? Is the pitcher going to be able to keep going to that well, or is the offense going to be able to make an adjustment and hit that ball in the gap? Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you've come up all the way through high school, little league, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
A great swing right there. I know the ball's foul, but he absolutely laced that pitch right there. He's just got to stay back a little bit longer.
There's one. Cubs 4-hole hitter Kyle Schwarber. He's set and the pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller. And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1 left for the Cubs. And this Giancarlo Stanton now.
leading off for the Nationals, right fielder, Giancarlo.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
No strike.
A ball and a strike.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
2-1.
One strike.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And now for Washington, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Count even at 1-1 to the Nationals' first baseman. And it's 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Oh, and this one's driven the other way and deep to the corner. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's another 1-2. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to work in the backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
Full count, 3-2. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep into the bleachers and gone.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Daniel Murphy now.
Daniel Murphy.
Lifted the other way to left center. Under it is Russell, and there are 2 away now. A speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Quintana has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
3-1 to the National shortstop. The 3-1. Liner toward right center. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it. Not coming around it and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Hayward will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Nationals on the board on the home. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. In there for strike 1. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's just 1 for 6. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Half with a 2-1 count now. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. The 2-2. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at what's happening in the American League Championship Series, as they've got a good matchup going on over there as well. Here's Javier Baez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Strasburg comes set. First pitch on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
0-2.
Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders. Striding in now for the Nats, Steven Strasburg. 9-1-2 due up.
Steven Strasburg.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. And that one stayed up a little high.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance? Cesar Hernandez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Popped him up. Rizzo is there for it. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 2.
In now is Adam Eaton. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He's pounding his zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still even at 2-2.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking. 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. Leading off the inning, Jose Quintana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. In there, no balls and a strike. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out. Here's Addison Russell. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg, he's 1 for 4. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Russell behind 0-2.
0-2.
Fouled away. Again, he sends it out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Jason Hayward now. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. This now is hit the second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bryce Harper. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. Hard around first is Harper racing for second. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat hit out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
Digging in to try it again, Giancarlo Stanton. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Lays off 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he is in there.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now.
Yeah, in this last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
The 1-0. Chopped weakly to the left. Bryant charging in on it. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Daniel Murphy. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Two runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Even on 0-2, a dangerous count for Daniel Murphy.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate.
This is line to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the speedy Trey Turner gets a chance following the base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put-away pitch, works the count back to neutral, and is able to mix in a base hit. Nice job.
Standing in now, Trey Turner. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that... Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A little late on the fastball here as this is bounced foul just off to the left. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
No.
And that one stayed too low apparently. The 1-2. Weak chopper up the line. Zimmerman gloves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's Chris Bryant now. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. At the knees, strike 1. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Changeup, called strike 1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. Into right field, that's a base hit.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand, after blowing a fastball by him, he would speed his bat up with off speed.
Yeah, redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here it comes. A fastball right over the outside corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. So no. Digging in, the switch hitter, Matt Wieters. He'll start things out as we begin the 5th. Here comes the first pitch. High in the air out to center field. Happ on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box now, Steven Strasburg. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Behind 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 to the Nationals pitcher. And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 5th.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of the secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Stepping in now, Cesar Hernandez. And he puts it on the ground to second. Slide and a stop by Baez. Hey now. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. But they hold a 2-0 lead. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. So 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Hernandez has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out. Here's Javier Baez. He's set. Here it comes. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. And a neck-high fastball that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Harper has a read on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Riding in once again, Jose Quintana hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. In now is Adam Eaton. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. Swing and a liner. And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. He's around second now as they're still searching for it out there. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers thinking. He's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Eaton at third with nobody out. One and one.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called, and that's going to be out number 1. Digging in once again, Giancarlo Stanton. 0 for 2 for him to this point. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hard hit toward the hole. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's a 3-0 game. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning. As we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. And that misses inside. 1-0. Runners on first with 1 down. Now the 1-0. Swinging a hard liner to center field. In there, a base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Chicago Cubs, number 37, Justin Wilson.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
The batter, number 7.
Digging in to try it again, Trey Turner. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Push to the right side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now.
Somebody's going to be icing their thumbs after this game. That's a jam sandwich, but able to mix in a knock.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball just a bit high. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. That misses. 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Turner's on his horse on his way to second. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Some managers treat the postseason as a time to be aggressive, and that's exactly the case here. They had the speed burner on the move, and it worked out nicely for him. Just got to drive him in now.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Striding in once again, Steven Strasburg. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Howie Kendrick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 12, Howie Kendrick.
A ball and no strikes. 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Three and 1 to Howie Kendrick.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Takes a knee-high fastball. Zimmerman, the runner at third. Turner over at second. Wieters at first. 2 out in the inning. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 4 and the Cubs nothing. Here's Addison Russell. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Patrolling center makes the play. 1 out. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
The 1-1 home. And he fouls this one off. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Harper on the run. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Ready for another shot now, Chris Bryant. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Clean slate on the base pass after that sac fly a minute ago, so now's the time to be aggressive with.
And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. It's on to the 7th now in game number 5. But before the inning gets underway, let's fill you in on what's happened with our game summary. First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. Hap is there, and he has it for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Adam Eaton. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lefty against lefty here as this is taken for a ball. 1-0. hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play. Bryce Harper is at the plate as he looks at ball one. The 1-0 home. Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Nationals gone in order. Ready for another chance. Kyle Schwarber due up are the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Behind 0-2 now. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. Ready once again, Wilson Contreras. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And this is low, ball 1. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Here's Javier Baez. And Dan, this could be a real make-or-break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important for them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
And he's in safely to third as a run also comes in to score, making it a 2-run ball game. Albert Almora will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Ball 1.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2. Baez at third with 2 away. Ripped down the first base line. But a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And another foul ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. Turner ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But the Cubs do come through with 1 thanks to the RB.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Cubs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Giancarlo Stanton. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. Missed with a slider.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing the bat at that pitch.
Drilled on the ground to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
And now for Washington, Daniel Murphy. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Swing and a little blooper to center. Happ coming in. He can't get to it. This one's down. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters now. In prior outings against Brandon Morrow, he's got 2 hits in 22 tries. He's taken him deep once. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Pitcher number 40, Andrew Chapin.
Mark Reynolds will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Zimmerman on third. Murphy at second. Wieters on at first with 2 down. And that misses. 1-1.
1-1.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. Fastball runs in tight here, and it's 2-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Happ going back on it. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Getting out of this mess. 2 outs, 2 strikes, but then the grand slam gave him something could handle, and he pays for it dearly.
Carl Edwards Jr. comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Cesar Hernandez.
As he sends a soft bouncer to the right side of the infield.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
In there, now the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience, and I can tell you, on a night like this, it's tough to get a good grip on the ball. It's a little frigid out there, and he might have lost a little bit of feeling in his fingers. Never easy to make a good throw when that's the case.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wasted pitch there, 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But the damage in the inning came right here for the Nationals, a grand slam home run. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It's the Nationals 8 and the Cubs 2. Archie Bradley is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 25, Archie Bradley.
And that misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
2-1.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. And that gets him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Jason Hayward tripled and scored in his last at-bat, and we'll see what he does for a follow-up act here. And he lays off for ball 1.
Well, late in a game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Line towards center field. And it was sinking on him a bit, but he's able to run it down anyway for the first down. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's 1 for 3. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Count remains at 0-2. The next 0-2. Drilled down the line. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. The next 0-2. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. The next 0-2. High pop-up. Zimmerman is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. The next Cub-up, Chris Bryant, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for strike 2. High in the air out to center field. Harper has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Cubs strand 1. Still 8-2. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. Into the box now, Bryce Harper will start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Bullet back up the middle. Half is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Up next for Washington.
Giancarlo Stanton now. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And the pitch. And a bouncing ball, foul. Ground ball left side. Russell gets to it. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the ninth is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here. Coming to the plate now, Ryan Zimmerman. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
Back-to-back pitches, they've gone away. Do you tell yourself as a hitter he wants to come in right here? I don't think so. I think he's trying to find that outside corner and adjust accordingly.
And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
The batter, second base.
Digging in, Daniel Murphy. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
It's really been an amazing transition for Daniel Murphy. Known more as an average-type hitter, Matt, when he was a member of the New York Mets. But since he's put on a neck.
Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Schwarber. Head-to-head numbers against Archie Bradley. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. 1 ball, no strikes to count. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that's going to be off the ivy-covered wall.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And a fine start to the inning for the Cubbies. It's a leadoff triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one. But somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1. Schwarber, the runner at third with no outs. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some.
A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it an 8-3 ball game. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ian Happ. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And this one's in the dirt.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
You can tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit. And you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
And this is going to get down. Extra bases, and they're starting to make some inroads here.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
Sean Doolittle takes the mound here. Not a safe situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike. His career line with Doolittle. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Very weakly on the ground. Doolittle, a rare South Dakota-born ball player. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Tommy LaStella will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 2.
And it's fouled away. First and second here with nobody out. In the air now, out to left. Eaton is there, 1 away. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bare-handed for 1. On to first. first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And there's no better time of year to come up big for your team than in the postseason, and that's exactly what this man did. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
For the victorious Washington Nationals, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors.
Welcome to the show, baseball fans. Here's what's going on in the baseball world on this October morning. For Game 5 of the ALCS, the Astros launched 3 home runs as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx, clinching the American League pennant. They will represent the AL in the World Series starting in a couple of days. And that'll do it for today's postseason recap. We'll talk to you tomorrow.